Good morning, everybody, and welcome once again to Adventures in the Zabbird Creations Workshop, also known as, you guessed it, the garage. Hey, remember a few weeks ago we made that cedar box, complete with the hinges and the hasp? Well, who's up for making a new cedar box with a twist? Pretty cool, huh? So today, I'm going to show you how I made this little cedar box out of just some scrap cedar. And what I'm going to use is just this 2x4 piece of cedar, piece for the top, piece for the bottom, and a piece of dowel for the little pivot. All right, so hang on, I'm going to show you the tools you're going to need and how we're going to do this. All right, stick around. Okay, welcome back. First of all, this project can be any size you absolutely want it to be. There's no guidelines. And on the first box, I actually took a couple different scraps and glued them together. So you see two different pieces. Like I said, this one I'm just doing one. And I got these little pieces of cedar. Everything is cut to the same size. What I've done is just kind of draw this random shape. Kind of looks like a rectangle. I'm no artist. So then I'm going to cut out this middle piece. And I left a little extra over here so that I have a spot to do the dowel, drill a hole and do the dowel. And you can do that center cutout with your jigsaw. You'll want to drill a hole first and make room for your blade. But I'm going to do it on my scroll saw, and after I drill the hole, I'm going to show you how that looks. So hang on, let me drill this hole so I have a place to start my scroll saw, and then I'll show you that. All right, let's move to the scroll saw. Here we are at the scroll saw. I've got my hole drilled out. And the process for me is to just release this blade, feed it through this hole, like so. Refasten, and just follow this line. It gets kind of loud. I'm going to show you it for a second, and then I'm going to finish up. All right, I'll be back when this is done. Hang on. All right, I'm done with this cut. I'm going to pop this middle out, and there we have this really weird shape. Again, I'm no artist, and it doesn't really matter what the shape's like, because whatever I make for my eyes, she loves it. Anyways, let's move on from here. We're about done with this thing. So hang on, we're going to move back over to the work table, and we're going to put this together. All right, hang on. Okay, you guys ready to move on to the next step? Before we assemble this, I got my mask out, and I did kind of rough sand this, especially my pencil marks. Although I don't know why I even had pencil marks, because I clearly couldn't follow them. Anyway, so let's take some glue around these edges. You can glue this and clamp it, but in the interest of moving forward quickly so we can finish this project, I'm going to shoot some little trim nails into it and hold it all together. And then later on, when I do my final sanding, I'll put a little glue in those holes. And then you won't see it, although they will be on the bottom. And you may not see them anyways. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to line all these edges up so we're nice and flush all the way around. Put my glasses on. And just shoot some nails into, come on now, like so, making sure we're all lined up. Squeeze a little glue out of here. Shoot another nail. I cracked the wood a little bit there, so I'm going to fill that in when I sand it. When you're shooting nails, try to go with the grain. I went against the grain there and I cracked it. But I think that's enough nails to hold this bottom in place. And then we'll move on to how we do the top. All right, so let me go ahead and finish this and get it cleaned up, and then we'll go to the top. Okay, let's assemble. I've taken some painter's tape, taped this all together so it's all flush and where I want it to be. You could use some clamps if you chose to, but I like to use tape. That way I can set it down on the workbench. I have a 3/16 inch dowel, same size drill bit in my drill, a little mark where I'm going to put this hole, and let's drill it. The goal, the reason it's taped together, is to drill them all at the same time, both on the lid and the box, so that they match up. All right. So this is the corner, hopefully, where I saved all that extra space. Make sure we got this. I'm just going to go down into the box, and back out. And then we're just going to take these side cutters, clean this up a little bit. And then this will go down in the hole like so and create our pivot. All right? Can't get it out of there now. Probably should have thought of that before I shoved it in there. All right, let's just go ahead and cut it, and then we'll sand it flush. There shouldn't be any need for glue or anything on this. Like I said, we'll sand it flush. Let's take this tape off and see how well it worked. If I could find the end. Come on now. All right. Here we have it. Pivot box. Pretty cool, huh? And like I said, this can be any size you want it to be. You can be creative. It can be any shape. In fact, a few years ago, made my mom this butterfly box. Not easy, but I did it. And then lined it with some orange felt. It's my mom's favorite color. When my mom passed away, I was fortunate enough to get this back. I love it. But you're not limited to this shape. You can do anything you want. And then, if you decided that you didn't want to put a lid on it, you can just make a tray. Pretty cool, huh? This particular tray I made for my wife. Wood burned it with the torch. And then I put some red food coloring in with the polyurethane and got this amazing color. So I think this turned out pretty cool. But yeah, you can do any shape you want. Just use your brain, use your mind, be creative. Super simple project, great gift. People love it. This is pretty much almost done. All I gotta do is sand it down. Maybe put some kind of a finish on it. But that's our project for today. Super simple, super quick. Thanks for joining me. Again, if you got something you want me to try, let me know. I'll be more than willing to take on a challenge. But thanks again for joining me in the Exabyr Creations Workshop, also known as the Garage. See you next week.